From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Norway, Ireland, and Spain have all said today they will recognize a Palestinian state. It was a historic move that drew condemnation from Israel and jubilation from the Palestinians.
More European states may now follow the historic move, creating a cascade of recognition. In Dublin, Prime Minister Simon Harris.
Today, moving in lockstep with our European colleagues, we seek to be bearers of hope. We want to reaffirm our belief that peace is possible, that justice is achievable, and that recognition of both states, Palestine and Israel, is the cornerstone upon which this peace must be built.
Palestinian President Abbas has welcomed the move. Israel has condemned it. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
The Winnipeg trial continues today for an admitted serial killer whose lawyers claim is not criminally responsible for killing 4 Indigenous women because of mental illness. A police analyst who went through the computer of Jeremy Skibitsky testified yesterday he found internet searches for what it means to be a serial killer. Riley Johansson told court he traced months of online searches on Skibitsky's computer around the time of the women's deaths in 2022. The sister of one of Robert Pickton's victims says it's karma that the serial killer is clinging to life after being attacked in prison. Cynthia Cardinal says the past 2 decades have been tough on her family. Quebec Provincial Police say the 74-year-old Pickton was taken to hospital with injuries from an attack on Sunday that are considered life-threatening. A 51-year-old suspect is in police custody. 2 Canadians were among the 229 passengers and crew on board that Boeing 777 bound for Singapore from London yesterday when the flight encountered severe turbulence over the Indian Ocean. The emergency left a British man dead, possibly from heart attack, and more than 70 other people injured. Singapore Airlines says the flight was forced to make an emergency landing in Bangkok after descending 1,800 meters in 3 minutes. Former U.S. Marine pilot Colonel Stephen Ganyard says planes are designed to handle extreme stress while in flight.
The kind of material they're made out of is 5 times stronger than steel. So take comfort in the fact that this airplane went through this terrible, terrible set of turbulence and came out just fine because the airplane is designed to take it. If you have your seatbelt on, you're going to be fine.
Singapore Airlines says a relief plane flew into Singapore early today with 143 of the passengers. Another 79 passengers and 6 crew members remain in Bangkok, including the 71 hospitalized. And Barbie dolls will honor Canadian soccer star Christine Sinclair, U.S. tennis champion Venus Williams, and 7 other athletes as part of a project just announced today by Mattel. Mattel released the names of the 9 athletes today to note the ways sports can foster self-confidence, ambition, and empowerment. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays suffered their 3rd shutout of the season in an embarrassing 5-0 loss to the Chicago White Sox. The 2 teams will wrap up their series tonight before the Jays will travel to Detroit for a 4-game set. Other games saw the Detroit Tigers lose 10-3 to the Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. homered twice for KC to help them win their 5th straight. In the NBA playoffs, the Boston Celtics won Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals in overtime over the Indiana Pacers. In soccer, DeAndre Kerr scored 3 goals in the first half as Toronto FC coasted to an 8-1 win over visiting Saint Laurent to win their Canadian Championship quarterfinal series. The other quarterfinal saw the host Vancouver Whitecaps of MLS lose 1-0 to Cavalry FC, but the Caps' 2-1 advantage in road goals from both games is enough for them to advance to the semis in their bid for a 3rd consecutive Voyageurs Cup. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.